welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you here today.
Nice to see you too.
You have beautiful curls.
Thank you.
They are really, really stunning. And I love your hair colour too.
Yeah, I decided to leave my grey since 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm still not sure how to style it. How does it suit me?
All right. Okay.
I wanna keep the greys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Great.
want to change a little bit.
They suit you so well. So I would say keep them because I think the contrast between the grey and the dark against your skin is beautiful.
Thank you.
How can I help you with the shape and style of your hair today?
I want something a little bit, I don't know if the right word is messy.
Okay.
Less structure,
Okay.
but not frizzy.
But not frizzy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to look at the shape of the haircut to see what we can do. I'm just going to swizzle you around so that the camera can see. And I'm just going to describe what we have, which is at the front here, it feels like it's almost sort of collar length, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But when we go around to the back, your hair's actually much longer and it comes all the way down here, which is, a good, 8 inches below your shoulder.
Yeah.
And the shape curves up here on either side. When you get to the front, you have this quite contained bob looking here. It looks like a bob, doesn't it?
Yes.
And yet at the back, you have something else completely. So when we say messy, do you want to go for a haircut that feels less structured?
Yes. I have seen on Instagram one that is short at the back and is longer here. But I'm not sure if that could look a bit old-fashioned. So I want your opinion.
I think it depends on how you do it. But I think to create something that feels a little less carved and a little bit more kind of, hit the ground running, cool would be great.
Yes.
The one thing that constrains us, and yet it's a very lovely constraint, is the curl in your hair.
Okay.
So no matter how we cut it, the curl, the inherent shape of the curl is going to be the same.
Okay.
But I think it comes down to how can we jazz it up and make it look interesting.
Yeah.
I think the first thing we need to do is to remove this length at the back. And then what I think we should do is find a way of shaping your hair so it feels less down and in like that. Yeah. Have you ever heard the expression Lego head?
Yeah, of course.
You know the little Lego characters?
Yeah.
And they have a little thing of hair that goes over the top.
Yes.
And it sort of goes over like that and in like this.
Yes.
And I feel that it's doing your curl a disservice.
Okay.
Because it's a beautiful curl,
Thank you.
but it's a boring shape.
I saw this one,
Okay.
which is very long here, but I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah.
And then this one.
Okay, nice. I would say a kind of version in between the two would be rather good for you.
Okay.
Because I think the inversion, that kind of taking weight out inside here, it's the thing that lifts your hair up and makes this feel a bit longer and a bit more kind of dangly in a cool way.
Okay.
Rather than being a heavy weight of hair that just drops down and stops.
Okay.
So I think those are great. To come up to a certain point to make your hair tip forward slightly and become slightly longer here but slightly lifted up through there, I think will be really nice on you.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like the idea.
Great. So does this feel about the right spot for your parting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It seems to like going that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. So many people have said that I should expose the white bit that I have here, but I'm not sure.
How long has it been that you've been going grey now?
Since I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my parents they have a lot of greys.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this is gorgeous. So when you say exposed, do you mean like go that way?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Have you ever worn your hair in this direction?
No, not much. Still not sure. It feels like too much grey.
Yeah. It makes your hair sit up, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Huh?
So it's a different shape. If you were going to a party or a disco or something and you want to make your hair look a bit more wild, throw it the other way.
Okay.
You'll get more of the grey coming through and it looks really cool.
Oh.
But it'll also amp up the texture of your hair. So if you were ever thinking disco curls, go this way.
Okay.
And then I would say day to day, go the way that makes you feel most comfortable.
Okay. Good idea. I like it.
All right. I'm going to start off just by taking a bit off the back.
Okay.
Okay. First bit done. So my plan is to bring the length up to around about here, but then you see it's not like this, it's going to be more like that. So you'll get a bit of length still coming down through here, and that will give you that slightly more broken up feel with your curls. Okay. Talk to me about blow drying. You mentioned that you'd like to be able to blow dry your hair smooth.
Yeah, sometimes just a few times a year,
Yeah.
I like to blow dry it, but I like to create a volume. So I normally try to create this volume and end having like some sort of Jackie Kennedy style, which I don't want.
So up here and then sort of out here.
Yes, so I don't know how to create, again,
Okay.
that messiness that I like with volume.
Right, okay. I think it's a very difficult thing for you to achieve yourself.
Okay.
The reason for that is that whilst you have lots of bulk in your hair, where it's around the edges, it's much finer. And to be able to take hair like this and to smoothen it and into a way that looks cool and modern takes an awful lot of work. It would take a hairdresser a good hour to dry this well, because you've got to get the curl out really thoroughly and then just put the odd sort of kink into it here and there where you need it to make it look and sit well and make it look modern. And it would be a vast amount of work. And I think you will find that however you blow dry your hair straight, unless you put an iron through it, and your hair's so delicate around the edges that I really would urge you not to. I think you'll always get quite a sort of bouncy, slightly old-fashioned looking finish with your hair. I would work with the curls. Certainly from day to day. If you can find a hairdresser who can give you an incredible blow dry from time to time, wonderful. But I've got a feeling that you'll never quite get what you want, because once it's been blow dried smooth, you're going to find these fine bits are just going to start curling up again. And I think for you to blow dry it yourself and get it smooth and looking cool, it's a tall order.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not the news you wanted.
It's okay. I don't do it very often anymore. Anyway.
It would be great to have it as an option, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But let's focus on the curls. I'm going to apply some product. So I'm going to start with Bouclème Seal and Shield Curl Cream, which is just a sort of a lightweight, almost has the texture of a light conditioner. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in, and I'm going to focus on the little fine bits around the edges. There, just raking that through. And just sort of finding any areas where your hair feels a little bit drier, a little bit more delicate. And this is the thing that's going to add a layer of protection to those areas. And then what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to come in with the curl defining gel, and that's what's going to give your hair the curl hold. And this stuff, you kind of want to get it all the way through, from root to tip, all the way through your hair, and absolutely focus on the area around the hairline where your hair is finer, and just get as much product into there as it requires. It's around the face where your hair is finest. So these are the areas you need to pay most attention to. And the good thing is they're the easiest to get to. The back of your hair, where you've got less grey, is thicker, and the curl is lovelier. The curl at the back of your head is somewhere where you don't need to think too much about it. You can see it's just a nice quality curl. You can just let that dry naturally. But at the front area here is where I would work on, creating the definition. I am curious because you told me that you have a technique for creating the curls. Would you show it to me?
Yeah, of course.
What do you need in terms of
Just say this shape type of brush.
a flat brush?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yes, exactly.
Does that work?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And just kind of, just for this part, I do it. I don't do it for the rest.
I'd love to see what you do.
So I grab this bit, and then this bit, and then I start at the back, this.
Okay.
Oh, it was a bit. And then I go.
So this is from the crown and forward halfway.
Yeah, so I go in the front to remove the frizz.
Yeah.
It gets like all the hair together.
Yeah.
And then I go at the back.
Yeah.
And I let it go.
That's lovely. I'm going to pick those pieces up again and just show the camera because they've fallen into beautiful curls.
Yeah, and because they kind of hold,
Yes.
it creates that curl.
Gorgeous. I love this.
And there is proper brushes for this all sorts of curls, but this one is the one I have already.
Yeah.
So I just use what I already have, and
and then through you go, and you just shake it out, and there they are.
Yeah.
Perfect loops.
Yeah, and it takes me in the mornings before work 5 minutes.
Okay. Great.
And I do the same with this one.
Yeah.
And then I just scrunch a little bit.
Fantastic. Do you ever do it on the sides as well?
A little bit, could be.
Let's try.
Yeah.
I'll just lift those bits out so you can catch those. So you might want to come right into there with a brush just to incorporate. There we are.
Ah, yeah, good point.
Terrific. Lovely. It looks voluptuous and loopy all at the same time. So you know you started here and you came forward. I would just take one section behind as well, because this is the top bit that cascades over the back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just let it shake.
And then
great. And then it integrates with the kind of the more unruly curls underneath there. That's just lovely. If you don't mind throwing your head upside down,
sure.
I'm going to diffuse your hair dry. How are you feeling?
Nice, it's amazing. I like the volume.
Super. And the party's gone over slightly further than before, but I think that's all to the good.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is disturb the curls up here as little as possible.
Okay.
But if you want to kind of shake it out and make it feel a bit looser, my suggestion is to go underneath with your fingers, up against the scalp, and then just go from side to side against the scalp. And you can see how that just loosens the curls out a bit, like that, without disturbing the integrity of the curls on top. How's it feeling?
Oh, amazing.
Great.
Nice. It's a change that
Yes.
I wanted.
It feels like an organic change.
Yeah.
You know, because your hair does this so beautifully, but we've lost that sort of heavy, as we called it, the Lego head look, and you've got something that is a bit more, it's almost like an elongated diamond shape now. I hope you enjoy wearing it.
Definitely, yeah, and it looks like I can still do it quick in 5 minutes. I've been doing it.
Yep.
And then dry.
Great. So your day-to-day routine with it doesn't change.
Yeah.
But you have a new look.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming today. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
I've loved working with your hair. It's beautiful.
Oh.
It's a curl I imagine a lot of people envy.
Oh, thank you.
I do.